I'm a full-time MCAT tutor. I've also scored a 520, and here's exactly what you need to do to score a 520 on your MCAT. There are only two resources that you're going to need for this. First is UWorld, and the second one is My Content Library. So we're going to make this entire thing based off of the idea of preparing for UWorld questions. In My Content Library, you can download this schedule. The first couple tasks on this schedule are to go over Section 1 Gen Chem PDFs. So Section 1 Gen Chem PDFs are the documents that are going to prepare you for Section 1 of the UWorld General Chemistry questions, which would be this topic right here. You're then going to use this document, which is also in the content library. This tells you exactly which PDFs to cover to prepare for that section of UWorld questions. If you go back to the content library, this is where you will access those PDFs. And if you click on one of these, you will go down and then you can access the PDF through that link there. After you do that, the schedule says to do 30 questions of general chemistry questions from that UWorld first section right here. Your goal is to get as close to 80% as possible if you're looking for something like a 520. If you're looking for more of the 510 range, it is okay to be closer to a 70% on that. You can write your percentages that you get in this checklist and keep track of how well you're doing on those UWorld questions. If you're well below your goal percentage, you have to go back over these PDFs, go back over your practice questions, review them very in depth, and get that percentage closer to your goal percentage based on whatever goal score you have. Once you are at or close to that goal percentage, you can move on to the next task, which is doing the same thing, but this time for Section 2. So now we're preparing for the second section of UWorld General Chemistry questions. We're going to go back to this checklist that tells us exactly which PDFs to cover. These PDFs, again, are back here in the content library. And then the same thing, you're going over the PDFs, you're learning them, you're memorizing the information, and then you're going to do 30 questions from that second section of UWorld questions. You're basically going to repeat that exact same process for all of the sections of UWorld questions. Along with that, you need to be planning days for spaced repetition and some days to do actual sections from real AAMC practice tests. As long as you're hitting those recommended percentages on your UWorld questions, by the time you start taking sections from actual AAMC tests, your scores should be exactly where you want them to be. Everything that I showed you except UWorld is accessible through the link in my bio if you click on my content library.